Hey there, I'm Joe Carter. If you've ever popped the hood and thought, where do I even start? You're in good company. Around here, we take the mystery out of car repair, one fix at a time. Whether you're a beginner or just looking to sharpen your skills, there's something here for you. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you're into learning without the headaches. All right, that's enough from me. Let's get into
Repair
it.
and painting of plastic elements have a number of technical features. Particular attention should be paid to preparation, gradation of abrasives, use of primer, etc. Let's consider in detail how to paint a bumper with your own hands. Tools and materials. It is possible to paint the bumper with maximum quality if you have at least an average quality paint sprayer, moisture trap, compressor. Tips for choosing a compressor for painting. As a moisture separator, you can use the simplest catcher, installed in front of the paint sprayer, because the cost of professional separators is very high. If you want after painting to get a shiny, lying without spots, non-paint or a lot of drips coating, you will have to spend not only a lot of money on tools and materials, but also time for theoretical preparation. About the basic aspects of painting in garage conditions can learn from the article, How to Paint a Car with Your Own Hands. Also, the final result will depend on the chosen method of painting. List of basic materials required for painting the bumper paintwork. Pigment plus lacquer. In addition, you will need a hardener and thinner, or acrylic enamel, or special paint for bumpers. Priming materials. Acrylic primer, hardener, 4:1 or 5:1, fillers. Acrylic thinner is also added to the primer to achieve the required viscosity. Adhesion primer, plastic primer that improves adhesion. If the bumper is new and primed not only the repair area, but the whole bumper, it is desirable to add an elastifier to the primer. Sandpaper of gradations P120, P800, Scotch-Brite of gradations 120, 320, 600, used for matting the surface in hard-to-reach places. If the area of repair and puttying is quite large, it is desirable to have a sanding block. Putty on plastic, spatulas. 646 solvent, used as a degreaser, and lint-free wipes. Ways to paint bumpers. How to paint a bumper, acrylic enamel. Preparation is similar to the method of base under lacquer. The prepared surface is covered with paint, which is a mixed pigment and hardener, and therefore does not require lacquer. Acrylic enamel will not allow you to get into the color, if the car is painted with a complex shade, silver, metallic, pearlescent. Paint for bumpers. There are special paints for bumpers on sale. Usually you can choose among several colors, gray, dark gray, black, graphite or their variations. More such paint is called structural, because after drying the surface becomes rough and as close as possible to the factory structure of bumpers. The surface does not require primer before painting. Bumper paint in spray cans. The material is the same bumper paint, but in an aerosol version. Well suited for local repair, eliminates the need to purchase expensive equipment, but makes it difficult to evenly apply the paint on the bumper. Preparing the bumper for painting. You can paint the bumper without removing it from the car, but resort to such a method is worth it only in case of haste. Preliminarily, the entire car should be covered with a covering film. Repair of the bumper with your own hands should be done so that the surface had as few plastic protrusions as possible. If the pits can be spackled, then for lack of a grinding machine, plastic outgrowths will have to saw off manually with an abrasive for a long time. Take into account that in the process of working with paintwork, putty, the temperature should be at least +15 OC. Technology of bumper preparation for painting. Clean the bumper from dirt, bitumen stains. Using sandpaper of gradation P120, in extreme case, P80 or with a pedal wheel on a bolgar, then with sandpaper P120, grind off the humps remaining after the repair. P120 is used to prepare the repair area for puttying. If you can't sand down the hump, cover it with red Scotch-Brite. Degrease the surface of the bumper. Putty the surface, observing the interlayer drying. More about puttying with your own hands. Primary treatment of putty should be carried out with abrasive P120. It is necessary to rub with movements cross on cross. If necessary, the defects of the repair area can be respackled. For the final treatment of putty, use P240, followed by P320. Priming and painting. Even if painting is done with bumper paint, it is not recommended to apply it directly to the putty, as over time the repair area will show contouring. To ensure proper adhesion, all primer areas and surfaces where pollen will settle should be well matted with red Scotch-Brite, 3ms. Superfine Series Soft Back, the grey Scotch-Brite with matting paste, will work as a substitute. In conclusion, bumper painting is a rewarding and creative project that allows you to personalize your vehicle while saving money. By following the steps we've outlined, from preparation to the final touches, you can achieve professional-looking results right in your own garage. Remember to take your time, use quality materials, and enjoy the process. With a little practice, you'll not only enhance the appearance of your bumper but also gain a sense of accomplishment. So gather your supplies, unleash your creativity, and start painting your bumper today.